Welcome to the lesson on International Organization for Standardization. Upon completion of this lesson, learners will be able to discuss the role of the International Organization for Standardization and identify the ISO 9000 family of quality standards. Have you ever wondered how quality standards for products like light bulbs, pencils, and other items we used in everyday life are created? What requirements are needed to create high-quality products that we use daily? Who is in charge of making sure companies conform to these standards? The International Organization for Standardization, also known as ISO, was established in 1946 through a collaborative effort of representatives from 25 countries. The organization is primarily responsible for establishing quality and quality management standards for products and services across various industries. Their fundamental vision has remained consistent since inception: to facilitate the international coordination and unification of industrial standards. Through their dedicated efforts in standardization, ISO has published an impressive collection of over 24,000 international standards as of April 2024, demonstrating their significant contribution to global industrial standardization. Usually described as the ISO 9000 family, this set of standards is known and recognized worldwide. Collectively, they assist organizations in understanding, creating, implementing, and operating effective quality management systems. The standards included in the ISO 9000 family are as follows. ISO 9000-2005 describes the fundamentals and the terminology of quality management systems. ISO 9001-2008 provides specific requirements for a quality management system. Meeting the requirements outlined in this standard demonstrates an organization's ability to provide products that meet product specifications and customer satisfaction. ISO 9004-2009 provides guidelines for establishing a standard of continued improvement at the organization level and for customer satisfaction, and ISO 19011 provides guidance for auditing quality and environmental management systems. The ISO standards numbering may seem confusing, but since ISO is constantly updating its standards, they must be renamed with a colon and the year when the standard was last updated. So, for example, ISO 9000-2005 was most recently updated in the year 2005. The ISO 9000 standard has identified the following 8 quality management principles that are to be used by top management to improve organizational performance. These are customer focus, leadership, involvement of people, process approach, system approach to management, continual improvement, factual approach to decision making, and mutually beneficial supplier relationships. The first quality management principle we will talk about is customer focus. Organizations depend on their customers, whether they cater directly to them or are part of the supply chain. It is important to understand current and future customer needs. The organization should aim not only to meet, but to exceed customer expectations to ensure a quality product or service. The next quality management principle we will discuss is leadership. The role of top management in an organization is to create a sense of purpose and direction. These leaders need to provide the correct environment where each individual is involved in and aware of achieving the organization's objectives. The next quality management principle is the involvement of people. Involvement of employees at all levels of the organization is key to enhancing their abilities, which, in turn, are utilized to benefit the organization as a whole. Actively disengaged employees erode a company's bottom line and negatively influence fellow employees. The best organizations have a strategy to keep employees engaged, provide accountability and performance measures, create a culture of open communication, and provide employees with professional development opportunities both internally and externally. The process approach is the next quality management principle. This principle states that the best results are achieved when actions and resources are managed as a process. When a company systematically defines the necessary actions to obtain the desired result, they benefit with lower costs, shorter cycle times, and improved and consistent outcomes. In this approach, it is also important to establish clear responsibility and accountability for supervising key activities in the process. System approach to management is the fifth quality management principle. Effective management is achieved through a systems approach. To define the system involved requires identifying and understanding the complex processes that contribute to the overall system, as well as how each impacts the organization's goals and objectives. Continual improvement is at the core of all quality management. Thus, improving product design, manufacture, and control should be permanent objectives of an organization. Having a factual approach to decision-making is the seventh quality management principle. This means that an organization's decision-making process should be informed by effective analysis of data and information. The final quality management principle is mutually beneficial supplier relationships. Effective partnerships are those that result in benefits for all parties involved. Therefore, an organization and its suppliers, or those that it supplies, are interdependent entities requiring a beneficial relationship that improves the ability of all to create value. Here are a few key ISO 9000 features in the electric vehicle industry. The standard ensures quality across critical aspects of EV manufacturing, particularly in battery production, thermal management systems, and overall safety protocols. Quality management systems are implemented to monitor processes throughout the production cycle, starting from component sourcing and extending all the way to final assembly. The documentation requirements cover essential aspects like charging standards, electromagnetic compliance, abbreviated as EMC, and regular calibration of testing equipment. The standard emphasizes rigorous supply chain monitoring with special attention to critical components including battery cells, semiconductors, and power management systems. In summary, the International Organization for Standardization has established worldwide standards across diverse sectors including healthcare, aviation, and manufacturing. Within the electric vehicle sector specifically, ISO 9000 sets comprehensive quality standards that govern the entire manufacturing process, from battery production through final assembly, while ensuring safety and performance are maintained throughout the supply chain. Thank you.